Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel SS Analysis. First of all, I would like to tell you that if you're watching this video first time, subscribe my channel to see my more upcoming videos on analysis of different commodities and equity indices. And second important thing is to watch this video till its end to understand this story to take your decision. Your one like will motivate me to be regular and working more hard for you. So let us start the day to analyze the movements of natural gas futures in a live chart. So here I'm going to start by analysis of natural gas in a monthly chart here. So here in a monthly chart, you can see that how the natural gas futures have behaved during the past few years. So here you can see that how the natural gas futures tested the highs of dollar 15.784 during the year 2005, and since then we have seen a sharp sell-off from these levels which continued up to September 2006 when the natural gas futures tested the levels of $4.153. So once again the natural gas futures started to move upward when the natural gas futures tested the second peak during the month of July 2008 when it tested the highs of $13.667 during the month of June 2008. But since July 2008 the natural gas futures started to move downward, and here you can see that there was a steep fall in natural gas futures which continued up to August 2009 when the natural gas futures tested the lows of $2.563. So friends, here you can see that I have drawn some support and resistance levels for natural gas futures in a monthly chart. Friends, here you can see that how the natural gas futures started an uptrend during the month of August 2018 from the levels of $2.7, where the natural gas futures continued this upward trend up to November 2018 when the natural gas futures tested the highs of $4.9 during the month of November 2018. But here you can see that how the natural gas futures continued to move downward since December 2018 when the natural gas futures reached the important support of $2.794 during the month of March 2019, and since then the natural gas futures remained under heavy bearish pressure. So here you can see that how the natural gas futures behaved amid this zone. So here you can see that how the levels of $2.794 seems to be an important decisive level for natural gas futures. Now let me zoom this portion for you. So friends, here you can see that how the level of $2.794 seems to be an important decisive level for natural gas futures, because here you can see that how the natural gas futures behaved during the month of November 2018. Friends, here you can see that how the natural gas futures started an uptrend from August 2018 when the natural gas futures found a base here at the levels of $2.794 during the month of August and September, and continued this rally during the month of November when the natural gas futures tested the highs of $4.9 during the month of November 2018. So here you can see that how the natural gas futures found stiff resistance at the levels of $4.656 during the month of December 2018, and since then we have seen a sharp downward move in natural gas futures when the natural gas futures found a strong support at the lower end of Ichimoku cloud in a monthly time frame. So here you can see that how the natural gas futures behaved during the month of January 2019 when the natural gas futures attempted to move upward and finally found a strong resistance at the levels of $3.736, from where the natural gas futures witnessed a sharp sell-off which resulted in formation of an exhaustive candle in a monthly time frame. And here you can see that how this formation has resulted in continuation of a bearish trend in natural gas futures when the natural gas futures finally reached the important support level of $2.794 during the month of March 2019, and since then the natural gas futures remained under heavy bearish pressure and finally tested the levels of $2 during the month of August 2019, and once again the natural gas futures tried to reach this important resistance level of $2.794 during the month of November 2019 when the natural gas futures found stiff resistance at the lower end of Ichimoku cloud and started to moved downward, and this downward trend continued up to the levels of $1.435, what the natural futures tested during the month of June 2020. So here you can see that how the natural futures have been maintaining an uptrend since June 2020. But here you can see that how the natural futures found resistance at the levels of $2.777 during the month of August 2020. And once again, the natural futures moved downward after testing the immediate resistance of $2.794 and tested the lows of $1.8 during the month of September 2020. But here you can see that this reversal was very strong during the month of September, which resulted in formation of a bullish hammer in a monthly time frame, which got confirmation with the formation of a bullish candle during the month of October 2020. So friends, here I find that this formation looks evident enough for continuation of a breakout move from here. So here in a monthly time frame, you can see that how the natural futures found a breakout above this important resistance during the month of February 2021, when the natural futures finally tested the low end of Ichimoku cloud but found a steep sell-off during this month, which resulted in formation of one more exhaustive candle. But here you can see that how the natural gas futures have started an uptrend during the month of March. So friends, here you can see that how the natural gas futures have been maintaining above this important support level, because this level has turned into an important support now. Till the natural gas futures maintain above this level, I find the natural gas futures look ready for a breakout move, which could continue up to the levels of the 4.153 during the months ahead. Friends, here I find that if the natural gas futures successfully maintain above this important support level of the 2.794, because this important resistance has turned into an important support now, when the natural gas futures have been finally sustaining above this level. So here I find that during the first 3 days of March 2021, the natural gas futures have been maintaining above this important support level, which has resulted in formation of a shooting star in a monthly time frame. And second important thing is the formation of a bullish crossover here in the monthly chart. So here you can see that how the natural gas futures have found strong support at the 9 days moving average since last few months. So here you can see that how the formation of a bullish crossover has completed in a monthly time frame, and currently the natural gas futures are maintaining well above this important support level, which has resulted in formation of a shooting star in a monthly time frame and advent of an uptrend during the month of March, where the natural gas futures could find an important resistance at the low end of Ichimoku cloud, which is currently at the levels of $3.180. But here I find that a sustained move above this immediate resistance will result in continuation of a breakout move, where I find that a sustained move above the lower end of Ichimoku cloud could result in a sharp upward move, where the natural gas futures could test the levels of $4 during the upcoming weeks.